Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning is Berakhot, page 8b. Amar Rav Una Bar Yehuda, Amar Rav Ami, says Rabbi Una Bar Yehuda in the name of Rabbi Ami. Le'olam yashlim Adam parashutav matzibur, shenai mikra ve'echat targum. Let us explain this rabbinical mitzvah. You know that Moshe Rabbeinu instaurs for us to read every 3 days the Torah. Why? Because in last week's parashat Beshalach, in the week before Parashat Beshalach, we read that they walked 3 days in the desert and they couldn't find water, and they started to find Moshe Rabbeinu. This is the pshat, this is the simple way to understand the text. But the mystical part of this text is they were walking 3 days without Torah. Why? Because they didn't receive the Torah yet. And the Torah is compared to water. Like the Navi, the prophet says, Hoi kol tzameh lechu lamayim. Whoever is thirsty for Torah should go to the water. Torah is like water. If you have thirst, Torah is going to take away your thirst. So Moshe Rabbeinu, when he saw that 3 days without Torah can bring you to an argument, to a fight, he instaured for them that every 3 days they should read the Torah. What were the 3 days instaured? Monday, Thursday, and Shabbat. From Monday to Thursday, so you have Monday you read the Torah, so you have Tuesday without Torah, Wednesday without Torah, the third day you read the Torah, Thursday. So you didn't have 3 days without Torah. From Thursday, you have Friday, Shabbat, less than 2 days. Already you read the Torah. From Shabbat, you have Sunday, Monday, you read the Torah. So there's never 3 days of the week where you don't read the Torah, right? But now, also, Chachamim instaured for us that we should read the parasha of the week, Shnai Mikra ve'echat Targum. What does it mean? You read each verse twice. For example, Vaidaber Adonai Moshe lemor, Vaidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. And then you read the Targum. The Targum is the Aramaic part of the Torah, which is written by Yonatan ben Uziel, right? And you by Unkelos, and you read Umalil Adonai im Moshe lememar. So each pasuk you read twice the pasuk in Hebrew, one time on the side. You look at the left side, on the right side, you have the translation in Aramaic. Why would we have to read the translation in Aramaic? The Aramaic language did not exist till Matan Torah. When we received the Torah and Moshe Rabbeinu comes down and he breaks the table, right? The 2 tablets that with the Torah, we got a new language which is called Aramaic. And this Aramaic language had the translation of the whole Torah, and it's going to go down to Babylon together with the first exile of Israel, and they're going to speak only Aramaic. And then when they came back, they spoke Hebrew. Okay, so Chachamim instaured us to read twice the pasuk and one time the translation in Aramaic. Why twice plus one? Why not twice and twice? Why not one and one? Says the Chochmat Shlomo, right? Rabbi Shlomo Loria, Sod Adonai Lereav. It's a secret. It's something which they didn't reveal to us. It is something we don't understand why, but it's a mitzvah still to do it. Shnai Mikra Echat Targum, which means every week we should try to read the parashat Shnai Mikra Echat Targum. So some people, they wanted to have it easy for the week. So what do? In the Sunday, they read Rishon, the first part of the parasha, Shnai Mikra Echat Targum. On Monday, they read the whole part of Sheni. Tuesday, Shlishi, Revi, Chamishi, Shishi. Comes Friday, they are left with 2 pieces, Shishi and Shevi'i, right? Some would do it on Friday, the whole parasha from the beginning till the end. After Shachrit, they read the whole thing. Now, if we see over here in the Gemara, some rabbis, right, didn't have time to do it. So, for example, Rav Bivei bar Abaye, right, didn't have time to do it. So when Kippur came, he thought to catch up. So he wanted to do the whole Torah from Bereshit till the end, right, on Erev Kippur. So the one Tana Chia bar Rav Midifti, Rav Chia ben Doi told them, you cannot do that because on Erev Kippur we have a big mitzvah, a mitzvah to eat as much as possible to be able to support the fast of the next day, which is the fast of Kippur. So he told them, you cannot do this now. So then, after Kippur, Rav Bivad Bevanai said, I don't want it to happen next year. So he was thinking to read right after Kippur from Bereshit to Vezot HaBeracha, one shot. And he told them no, because there was an old man. And who is this old man? So Chachamim say every time we speak about the old man without mentioning his name, it's Eliyahu Hanavi. Utoras ubevat shelo yakdim v'shelo ya'acher. You cannot be too early. You cannot read Noach when you're in Bereshit. You read Bereshit. Now, if you're late, you catch up. But you cannot say, oh, next week I won't have time, so I read this week's parasha in the next week. So it means there's very specific laws regarding the reading of the parasha, Shnai Mikra ve'echad Targum, twice the Mikra and one time Targum. Also, if you think about it, with time, you're going to get to know the Ta'amim. With time, you're going to get to know the Torah Ba'al Peh, and with time also, as you learn it, you get to learn passages of Torah, and whenever you have a question, look at Rashi, look at Mefarshim, so you really get connected to the Torah. So this is a big mitzvah, a rabbinical mitzvah, which is a sod, which is a secret, and sod Hashem le'ereav, says the Marshal, one day we're going to get to know this secret. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.